Welcome to Watches and Wine. I'm Paul.
And I'm Michael.
And today we are looking at the top three, in my opinion, dive watches under 2K. So the watches are the Seiko Prospect 1965, the Longines Hydro Conquest, and the Zodiac Super Seawolf Pro Diver. Based on initial impressions, which one pops out at you the most and which one the least?
I'm most intrigued by the Longines
Okay.
one. It's the Seiko.
Okay.
The Zodiac is my least favorite just based off of the band, off of the bracelet.
Okay, off the bracelet.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so let's start with the Longines then. Longines come in many variations as far as colors. Comes in green and black, comes in black and black, black dial, black bezel.
Mm.
Comes in gray dial, gray bezel.
Mhm.
Comes in blue dial, blue bezel. Just this different strap combo. And then it comes in green dial, green bezel.
That's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah. So a little bit about this watch. It comes in either 39, 41, or 43 millimeters. It's 11.9 millimeters thick. It's an automatic movement. Comes with a 72-hour power reserve. Sapphire crystal, which is standard across all three watches. Unidirectional rotating bezel. And it comes with 300 meters of water resistance. It does include a date. And then the band is stainless steel and extendable, but you need a tool to kind of extend it. It's not extendable on the fly. And this one is Swiss made and runs at $1,775, so just under the $2,000 mark. Which color combo do you like the best on this one?
I would say the gray on gray just because it's something I haven't seen before.
Yeah, it is very cool.
Yeah.
The gray on gray is kind of nice, almost a little bit muted than the black.
I think it's giving me 007. It's giving me James Bond.
You and 007. Anything that reminds you of it?
Oh,
That's the one you like.
I'm consistent.
Okay. The second watch is the Seiko, which you usually can't go wrong with the Seiko, right? So a little bit about the Seiko Prospects 1965. It's kind of a reimagination of a dive watch they had back in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
It is 40.5 millimeters.
Mm-hmm.
So similar to the Longines, 12.9 millimeters thick, so closer to my Black Bay. Automatic, also 72-hour power reserve, which I think is, having 3 days of power reserve really helps. Sapphire crystal, same rotating bezel, but only 200 meters of water resistance. Does come with a date, and then it also has an extender, and this one goes for $1,200. And this is Japanese made. So it's not at the 2,000, it's kind of closer to the $1,000 mark. It's an excellent looking watch. It's kind of reminiscent of the Black Bay.
Yeah,
But
I can see that.
the Seiko version of it, I like the fact that it has a date. The Seiko holds a kind of warm place in my heart because my dad's Seiko 5 that is from the 60s. And I love that watch just because it's my dad's. But
That's a nice watch.
it's from the 60s and it's still taking never been serviced. So you're always like with Seiko, they're gonna keep running. They usually don't stop. And so, what are your thoughts on the Seiko?
I like it. I think it does remind me of like Black Bay. So we've seen it before.
Yeah.
At the price point, I think it's nice.
Yeah,
I
for
do
$1,200,
think-
you can't really beat
And
it.
it looks it looks solidly made.
You can never go wrong buying a Seiko. They just run well, handle well. They can take a beating, and you should be okay. So it's a great option. Then the third option, which you were least impressed by, is the Zodiac Seawolf Pro Diver. 42 millimeters, so similar to your Black Bay, just a little bit bigger. 14.3 millimeters in thickness, so also thicker. It's an automatic movement, 40-hour power reserve, so not as much power reserve as the other two, which is kind of deterrent for me. Also sapphire crystal. The bezel, unlike the other two, is ceramic, so it's a bit more durable. 300 meter water resistant. No date on this one. And it doesn't have an extendable bracelet, but the bracelet is stretchy, so it's much more comfortable.
It's like wearing sweatpants, but they look like dress pants.
Yes.
Oh no! Oh no!
Jeggings. So they have a little spring in it, so it'll flex if you need just a little flex when you move and stuff like that. But it's not
You
extendable.
eat some ramen. You eat something yummy. And
it's perfect.
You need a little stretch. It's after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's giving Thanksgiving.
So this is also Swiss, and this runs just under $1,700, $1,695. Personally, this is actually my favorite of the three.
Stretchy pants?
Stretchy pants. And the one thing I didn't mention is this is a COSC certified movement.
And the other ones are
The
not.
other ones are not.
Not even the long jeans?
None of them are COSC certified. I actually can't find a watch that's COSC certified under $2,000. So the fact that you get a COSC certified movement in it, it's an excellent dive watch. It's a good option because you kind of need to go to the $3,000 and above price point to get something that's actually certified. You know it's going to run for a long time without giving you any issues.
God.
Just a little history about Zodiac. So it's probably brand new. You've heard of Longines before. You've heard of Seiko before. You haven't heard of Zodiac. So I wanted to add something in the mix that you didn't know.
Okay.
And Zodiac's all three companies have been around since the 1800s.
Oh, wow.
The Zodiac dive watch was actually more well known, or like it was the common person's dive watch back when the Rolex Submariner came out. So more people had the Zodiac. It has a lot of heritage, and figured something new for you, something you're not used to, so that's why I picked it.
Got it.
Had a lot of interesting features with the COSC certification. So what are your thoughts on this?
I do like the face. I think it's a little bit different, so I add something that's not completely like Black Bay or Rolexy. I like the Zodiac symbol, and I like how it's on the crown as well.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. Is it hard to get or
No,
They're
not hard to
Okay.
get. Anything in this price point is usually readily available.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see like live and in person too on my wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do like it. Yeah.
So now going back to the three,
Mm-hmm.
does your original ranking stand the same? Does it mix depending on
No.
budget or anything like that?
Honestly, I think it's the same. The Longines is number one. I like the longer power reserve. I also like that it's the smallest of the three. It's 39.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like I love like the heritage of Longines too.
They've been around for forever.
Yeah, so I do like that one, and then I like the Seiko is like closer to the 1,000 price point. It's still 72-hour power reserve, and it's still smaller than the largest one, which is the Zodiac. I do appreciate it more now that we went through it.
Yeah.
But out of the three, it's still number 3.
Okay. For me, I would pick the Zodiac as my number one, given the price point and the COSC certification.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, and this is the Zodiac. I would classify as like a tool watch. It's not something you really dress up or dress down. It is for the purpose of diving. It's something that you use to tell time, and it's not anything that you dress up or dress down. It just is the watch, and I like that it's going to last you a lifetime.
But you're a diver? Are you a diver?
No, but
Yeah.
but just if I'm doing work.
What kind of work are you doing these days?
In the water.
Give me a read.
I feel like it's a watch you can kind of beat up, not worry about. It's always going to look good. It has a ceramic bezel. That's what I mean by tool watch. The Longines would be my number 2 because you can dress it up or dress it down, and I think it'll look good on every occasion. And then for me, number 3 is the Seiko. But there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's a perfectly good watch. It looks great. I think any of these 3 is a good option.
And if anyone gifted me them, I would take them.
Even the Zodiac?
I would, yeah. Because I think actually the Zodiac probably would look nicer and translate more in person.
I agree.
Versus on a picture.
Okay. Awesome. Let us know in the comments what dive watch you like under 2K.
And if you have it, if you've tried them,
tell us which one's your favorite.
Yeah.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.
Oh, it's crystal. You know how you can tell?
How you can tell?
When it like rings like a bell.